Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of Clear Your Path to New Beginnings with me. That's right, your host, Tori Sachs. So, we have a really exciting episode for you today. It is all about the crystals that will help you for the spring season. We are about, at least if you're here in the Northern Hemisphere, which I am, when you're in the southern hemisphere and you come back to spring, like you'll be ready for this one too. But anyways, so these are the crystals, and it's part one because I'm only gonna go through the green ray. That way the video isn't like disastrously long. I have an ability to just like want to give you as much information as possible. But anyways, so I'm going to go over the crystals for the green ray. But before I get started, I want to remind you that I'm a Reiki practitioner. I also facilitate healings using crystalline energy and sound. I just put some new crystal healing offerings on my website. So I'm so excited to help you with the power of crystals. That's also why I wanted to spotlight this video. And then I also import extra virgin olive oil from this amazing place we call Extremadura, Spain. So go check all of my other videos out. If any of this piqued your interest, I would love to help you either in person in Dallas, Texas, or wherever I happen to be at the time, or virtually. That's the amazing thing about what I do is that you can receive the benefits in person or virtually. And I can say for a fact, I've done crystal healings. I've done them virtually, and I've also done Reiki a long distance. So you get the benefits regardless. It's really about having that connection with the practitioner and opening the portal. So if you're interested, if you also want to check out and get my newsletter, go to my website. That's torisachs.com. It's www.torisachs.com. So literally, if you know my name, you can find me and you can find my website. It's super easy. Okay, so let's get into this episode. Back to what I want to talk to you guys about. So here was the thing, like while I was going and learning more about crystals, I was like, hey, do you have crystals for the season? And they were like, no, there are not typically crystals like people have not put out there what crystal like embodies this season or what crystal embodies another season. So that's where I went back and like just did a bunch of research because I wanted to know what could like I also wanted to give you guys this information and help you because we all have different things that come up in the different seasons, and I wanted to help people move through that, like just help you if that was something that you were called to do on your own, or if it was something like coming in for a session and I could help you with it. Because a lot of times I'll just intuitively will pull crystals, but this way it was just giving a little bit more information and helping you guys out because I think it's just so important. So today we're going to talk about specifically the crystals on the green ray. So the green ray is mostly associated with the heart chakra, which lives right here in the middle of your chest for both men and women. Also, like shout out to color therapy because I'm all about that too. So like the theme is spring, and so I'm doing that by wearing this mint green and also like glaming up the eyes and doing some green eyeshadow today, just like for funsies. So anyways, getting back. So why we're doing the color green is because, well, first off, once I tell you all the stuff that these crystals can do, they're so powerful once we invoke crystalline energy. And go check out some of those videos on how to do that. This is specifically just talking and taking you through the crystals for spring and what we're trying to work through. And so also if you want to get deeper into the spring season, I put out another video that was all about preparing you for spring. But this is the crystals for spring. So why we are doing green for the green ray. So there's green ray and yellow that also, so green and yellow are the colors that embody this time of year, this season. And so that's why I wanted to specifically take you through the green ray. So when we talk about this time of year, what I was looking for when I was doing my research and what I wanted to help evoke in people was bringing more joy, more hope, because that's what this spring season is all about. It's all about bringing more joy and hope into people. It's also the time of cleansing. It's when we get those seasonal allergies. It's when we might have been affected with seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD. And so, as more light is coming into our lives with spring coming about, I wanted to make sure and find crystals that could help you. This is also the time of new beginnings, renewal, regrowth, or new growth. It's the time of possibilities, creativity, abundance, bringing abundance into your life. Not the most abundant time of year, but bringing that back in. Your metabolism, like eating lighter, feeling lighter, because we were feeling so weighed down. So that was kind of some of the things I was looking at. If we look at different parts of the body, spring has to do with the liver and the gallbladder, those organ systems with the wood element, and that's also represented by the color green. So I was also looking at crystals that could help, move away from fear, betrayal, criticism, pessimism, frustration that we get from those this time of year with the liver and the gallbladder. And I can say, because I work with this element a lot, I deal with a lot within myself, a lot of frustration. So it was funny, as I was doing this research for you guys, I was like, man, I love that I have these crystals, because I'm going to be working with all of them this whole time of year. So it was just funny. I was like, wow, like I need to be working with them too. Yeah, and so just like speeding up our metabolism. And so that's kind of like your background for why I was getting and dealing with these crystals. So like I said, part 2 is all about that yellow ray, yellowish orange ray, those crystals. But this one is all about the green ray. So let's get started. The first crystal I want to talk about, and I feel like this one, here you go, it is green aventurine. Honestly, like one of my faves. So this crystal, it's probably, I don't know, it's so hard to rank them, but I honestly feel like this could really embody, well, these all do, but this is like probably like top tier. When I was going through and learning about this, I was like, wow, spring, 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 spring. When they talk about this crystal, it is to help, a lot of people will use it as a manifestation, to bring abundance into your life, to help you with fertility, to help you with creation. It's green, so like already checking the color box there. It helps bring joy. It brings more zest into your life this time of year of when we're bringing joy and zest. This is a stone of renewal and regrowth, which again embodies all those things that I talked about with spring bursting forth. I mean, could this not be a better crystal to use during this time of year? So really think about that. It brings stability during this transitional period of spring. Spring is a transition time. So the fact that it's helping bringing stability during this, like, we're just transitioning from winter to spring. This is what you want to use. It also deals with connecting with the earth and the divas and the diva spirits and nature. And so this is a time where we're bursting forth, we're coming more outward. So this is definitely a crystal you want to think about to use to bring all of these amazing things into your life. The next stone I want to talk about is Bloodstone. I want to get out of the frame. Okay. Bloodstone. This is an amazing, again, this is of the green ray, so that's why it's in this video. This stone specifically has to do, and a lot of times they talk about using it to help the liver, which is the one, it helps, this stone helps cleanse, it helps purification. I mean, it's called bloodstone, so it's helping move the blood and move impurities out of the blood and really help you detox and cleanse. This also helps you ground yourself into the body. And why I say that and that's important is because we went from this time of winter, which is the most spiritual time of year, to then coming back to earth. So we've been hanging out in spirit and now we need to come back to this earthly plane, and Bloodstone can help you do that. It also helps with determination and change. It brings increased life force and vitality. It helps in the auric field. It strengthens the root chakra and helps us just slug off, I'm saying that, but it helps us get rid of lethargic tendencies, sluggishness. So all of those things that we were feeling from this time of winter into this time of spring, so it's just really helping us work through it and just help us feel lighter in all ways, not just the physical, but also the mental and the emotional and the spiritual. This is also a great stone, just thinking about green aventurine that I talked about. This is a stone that helps you during times of tremendous change. So not only like in times of your life that don't have to do with the spring season, but this is because it is a transitional season as we are bringing more yang into our lives, more light into our lives. We are feeling these big, intense changes. So this is a great stone to help you with that, root you in the physical, help you with the blood. And also, this is a great stone. I think I really need to be working with this, guys. This is a great stone to help you overcome loneliness. So again, that might have been something that we were dealing with a lot in autumn and winter. And now that it is like we want to be more out there, we want to be like, we want more hope and less fear and freedom, this is a stone that is going to help you on your path. So another one, I don't know if you could see this. See all the nice, amazing changes of the stone. So this next one is called Chrysoprase. I always have to look because I always end up saying it wrong. So Chrysoprase is another green ray, and this is like, basically when they were talking about this stone, they were talking about leaves on trees, green grass. So this is another one where it's all about spring. Like another thing I read, I'm not going to take this, but they talk about bringing light back into our lives and all of our bodies. So we move from a time of darkness to needing the light, bringing the light. So this is a great one to bring freshness and light back into our lives. Literally new, like when they talk about this, they talk about new leaves. So this is what is happening during the spring time, and it carries an energy of growing and ripening promise during this time of spring where a new promise is coming into our lives. That is what this stone can help you with. This also has to do with the solar plexus. It is associated with the heart in the solar plexus. The solar plexus is of that yellow ray. In crystal healing, it's still of the green ray, but in regular chakra, the regular chakra system, the solar plexus is of the yellow ray. So we have that little bit of differentiation, but it has to do, and that is also certain areas that we're talking about and focusing on for this time of spring. It also has to do with our connection to nature. So again, we move away from being so connected to spirit and wanting to be more outdoors and in nature. So this is a great stone for that. It also is a stone to help you through the darkness, help shine light on things, shine light on the darkest areas of your soul. And so as we move away from winter and we move into spring, it's literally bringing in the light, which is what this time of spring is all about for us, bringing hope, bringing joy back into the body. Stone to help you with creation, which is this time of year of spring and creation. It helps combat fear, which we're moving away from we're moving away from fear and we're moving into this time of hope and joy, which the stone can help you with. It is also the stone of youth and youthful energy and bringing, a fresh perspective on things. So this is an amazing stone to work with and use in this time of year. Okay, so the next stone I want to talk about is Jade. This is one of my palm stones that I use quite a bit. So the Chinese saw this stone as a stone of prosperity and abundance. Again, this time of spring where we're wanting to bring abundance back into our lives and cultivate more abundance and prosperity and creation. This is an amazing stone to work with and help you. It also has to do, this would work with more like the spleen, which has to do with more of the earth element and the earth organ system in Chinese medicine, but it's of the green ray and it has so many amazing properties for this time of spring. So if we think about creation, and this has been known to help with the birthing process and fertility and helping birth new things, new ideas, maybe like new ventures that you want on your way. This is also known for helping with the life force energy, which a lot of times is held at the gut or around the Dantian area. This is an amazing stone for that. It also, if you look at it, looks like the color of grass. And we have more green things coming in, new growth. So it's helping with that purity. It's also known to help bring more joy, but also get you more rooted in the physical body. Again, just like we talked about with winter and now going into spring. Another stone on this one's a fun one. Got some fun stuff. They don't all look like this. But this is my moss agate, and this is also of the green ray. And when you just hear of moss, you think of green, you think of the earth, and that is all things that it works with. I think, if I recall correctly, this is a stone where they were saying, like, if you're a gardener, this would be the one to work with because it really connects you to the divas and nature spirits. So it's a really fun stone for that. It also helps you again to get rooted into the physical and the physical body, moving away from spirit. It helps people. This is a great one that helps people who are affected with allergies. So if you have a lot of allergies that you want to move through, this is the stone for you to help you work through those allergies and make it not be so intense. Because we all know, like, there's days we go outside and you want to be outside more because you're allowed to, you're able to with spring, and then you're just like kind of down a peg by allergies. So this is a great one to help you. This is also, just like jade, this is also a stone that helps you with the birthing process, that helps, again, birthing maybe an actual baby, but also like other babies in your life, maybe businesses, new endeavors, new projects. So it really helps push you through things. It's also the stone of new beginnings, this time of potential and new beginnings. This is my organite with Peridot. So he is of both the green and the yellow ray. But Peridot is also seen as a stone that helps bring abundance and starts attracting wealth and prosperity in your life. And in this time of spring where we're starting to open ourselves up to that, this is a perfect stone for that. This also has to do with Archangel Raphael. And Archangel Raphael happens to be of the element of air. And during this time of spring, spring in a lot of cultures is associated with the air element. With this time of change, the winds of change, again, think air, it's a great stone to work with during this time of year. This also, like, I'm talking about fertility and creation with a lot of these stones because this is the time when animals gave birth and like you would see cubs or babies. And so in nature, because again, we look back to nature for the natural rhythms of life. And so with that, this is another great stone that assists and helps with the birthing process of not only the physical, but all the other ways, emotional, mental, with those projects that you may have, not just actual birthing project process of a baby or a new life coming in. This is also an energetic cleanser. So that's really important because I talked in the spring video about how we're cleansing and clearing. And so naturally, this helps with that time of year and it assists with fear, moving away from fear, which, that's something that we might have felt with winter, that time of winter, and now working to dispel that in this time of spring. This is also a stone that helps bring the physical into reality. Again, moving from spirit and coming back to the physical, in the physical plane. So it's a stone that helps with that, brings positivity back into your life, and it's just really an amazing stone to help with your health, your well-being, and bring joy into your life. And also help strengthen your blood. So this is another amazing stone to work with. So just to recap, we talked about green aventurine, we talked about bloodstone, jade, peridot, chrysoprase, and moss agate. So we went through like 5 or 6 really amazing stones that you can work with that can help you in whatever way you wanted to. And this was just on the green ray, okay? We still have a whole other video to take you through that can help you. So just think about all the things that you want to manifest and bring into your life in this spring season. So with that, I wish you well. I just want to remind you, if you wanted to learn more about me and how I can help you, remember, I'm a Reiki practitioner. I also facilitate healing using crystalline energy and sound. And I also import extra virgin olive oil from Extremadura, Spain. So check me out, join my newsletter, subscribe to all the things. It's www.torysaks.com. That's TORYSAKS.com to learn more. And I can't wait, honestly, I can't wait to find out which crystal you use during this spring season to help you.